Hello, and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. Thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing, and watching my videos. This helps me grow, and I appreciate it very much. So today we have another pick a deck, right? The interactive tarot, in which you pick the deck that calls you the most. Today is Thursday, so on Thursdays we do this series about either chakra readings or energy healing. Everything to do with our energy, right? And today we are focusing on the third eye chakra, that it is our intuition, right? And we're going to do a third eye chakra reading in which we're going to get messages to develop our intuition, what's necessary for our third eye chakra, right? All right, so we have three decks for you to pick from, and three fairies. As always, we have the pink fairy, blue fairy, or yellow fairy, and then we have this small oracle, right? And what we're going to do is you'll pick the deck, we'll do a reading for your third eye chakra and what messages brings forth. And then I will pick one oracle card, see what card comes out for you as well, that comes from spirit for your third eye chakra. All right, so whenever you're ready, I hope you are in a place that you feel you can relax, you're undisturbed. And now let's ground, center, and connect with our breath. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold at the top for a couple of seconds and slowly exhale, elongating that exhale and feeling that tension leave your body. Now roll your shoulders back, move your neck gently from side to side, and wiggle a little bit your upper body. That also moves our energy. All right. Now, intuitively, pick either the pink fairy, the blue fairy, or the yellow fairy, or the deck that calls you the most. Ready? Let's get started with the pink fairy. And let's put the oracle card away, and then we'll use it at the end of the reading. All right. Remember, this reading goes for your third eye chakra. That's the intuitive center of energy, right? One of the 7 major chakras. So let's set the intention and tell the cards what it is that we would like. We would like guidance and messages from spirit regarding our third eye chakra, and to improve our intuition and be more connected to that chakra. We say a prayer of protection, as always, in love and light for our greatest good. And so it is. All right. All right. So we have one message for our third eye chakra, and this is the High Priestess. What a fantastic card to get for your third eye chakra. This is just on point. So as we were talking, the third eye chakra is about intuition, and the High Priestess, that's major arcana 2 in the tarot, is the card of intuition. So what is this card telling us today? So first, it's telling us that you have a very strong intuitive center, right? Your intuition is very strong. And other things these cards are telling us is that right now there is a good not only flow of energy around your third eye chakra, but that you are getting more intuitive messages, right? So what is the prescription here or the advice of the High Priestess? It is to do practices to develop that intuition more. Right now, it is right on point. So develop that intuition more, make it even grow more. The momentum for that energy is there. The chakra is really open for you. All right. So techniques that will help, let me just put it like this so you can see it better. Techniques that help open up that third eye chakra, and not only that, but can help you develop your intuition. First, there is a very powerful meditation or visualization that you can do. You can do it for just like a few minutes in the morning, right? Or even a few minutes before you go to bed. And also, if you want, you can even extend it longer. But that third eye chakra, that it is connected to our pineal gland, and as I said, the intuition. It's the correspondence is the color indigo. That's like that deep blue, right? So things that you could do in that meditation is imagine a flower or a lotus flower if you want, but like a flower that it is indigo, that is that deep color blue. So close your eyes, go into meditation, right? Or right before you go to sleep. Picture that deep blue indigo flower, right? And slowly the flower is beginning to turn, right? To rotate in itself clockwise, right? And then slowly it begins to open and you see the entire indigo flower, right? Really bright. Then you visualize indigo sparkling light coming out of that flower, right? By doing this type of visualization exercises with the color deep indigo, that helps your third eye chakra, right? That helps because it's the indigo is that correspondence. And visualization exercises, meditation, and mindfulness can be extremely useful for us to keep that channel, that intuitive channel open, right? Other things that you can do is wear the color indigo, or even any type of jewelry or crystal that is deep indigo, right? So meditation, visualization, working with the color indigo, right? Even though it's not the crystal for associated, it's also associated very spiritually, that it is the amethyst. Amethyst can also work well, right? As well as clear quartz that works with any chakra. But doing these types of exercises, right? Then also automatic writing. So what is automatic writing for those of you who do not know? That's just, it's similar to journaling, but not exactly. So you take a piece of paper, right? Or the note app on your phone, as we live in this digital age, and you begin writing. Now I do recommend, if possible, that you do it with paper and a pen or pencil, right? But if you want to use the note app, that could work too. And then you start writing anything that comes out without thinking. Just keep writing, keep writing, keep writing, anything that comes, right? And what that does is also activates your third eye chakra, and all these messages come out. And sometimes after we're done, right, and we go through it, there is some things that may not make a lot of sense. Other things could be, maybe you say, oh, that's just a thought that passed by. And then all of a sudden you realize that there are very, very deep intuitive messages that came through, right? That you're like, oh, I didn't realize I felt that, or didn't realize I had a sense this was coming. So this is another exercise to do. So again, your card today, the High Priestess, letting you know that your third eye chakra right now is very active, right? You are getting a lot of messages. You need to pay attention to every message that you're getting at this time, and also do these practices I have said that help activate it even more. Now, let's get a message from the Oracle for you, all right? Let's see. All right. Please give us a message for our third eye chakra and for our intuition. All right. What do we need to know right now? All right. And we got, this is an animal oracle, and we got the mountain goat. Trust your path, step with purpose, see clearer as you rise. Yes. So, this again, exactly towards your intuition. You need to trust your path. So, one thing that I always say in my intuitive classes is that it is important to trust your intuition, because if you start doubting it, if you do not pay attention to it, it gets weaker, right? We are all intuitive, we are all sensitive, but we need to trust it. Now, there are differences, and this is something we can learn too, of differentiated intuition for trauma or triggers. But intuition always brings a message, right? Even if it comes from a trigger or a trauma, it's actually bringing us an important message that is something that needs to be healed. So trust your path right now. Trust the messages that you're getting. Your intuition is very active, and step with purpose. And the more you step forward, the more clearer things will come for you. All right. I hope you enjoyed this mini reading. Today we are focusing on the third eye chakra instead of doing the 7 chakras. But so I hope you enjoy it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share the message for anybody who could benefit from it. And remember, I offer private sessions. You have information in the comments below on how to access my Gumroad storefront or my website. And as always, do not hesitate to get in touch if you want more information about my tarot readings and tarot sessions. All right, let's shuffle this because we're gonna prepare it for the next deck, and let's go with the blue fairy for those of you who picked this one, and see what the message is. We move them around, tell them to wake up, and we set the intention and let the cards know what we want. Please give us a message for our third eye chakra. In love and light for our greatest good. Let us know what the energies are and what it's called, so we have a good, healthy third eye chakra and a good energy flow. All right. Oh, fast came out. All right, let's move this. And what card did we get today? Oh, the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, the beautiful Eight of Cups. So cups are emotions and also can be intuition. And the Eight of Cups is a card that is about walking away, and sometimes walking away from things that are emotionally dense. Sometimes it could be walking away from pain, right? Or even relationships. But in this case, and remember, I always explain that even though I have deeply studied the tarot with different teachers in different moments of my life, I've been a tarot reader for many years and a tarotist for over 30 years. So, but even if you incorporate, for anybody who's learning tarot, who is interested in the tarot, it's important to learn the different techniques and to read the books and the messages of actually that each card brings. But also, the tarot is a tool. Different readers use it different, as I always say, but it's also important to sense what the card means based on the context, on the position in the spread, right? And what your intuition is telling you. Never better said, because this is for the third eye chakra. So in this case, the Eight of Cups is letting us know that it's actually some emotions right now are influencing or impacting, maybe not in a positive way, our intuition. So, our energy flow around our third eye chakra. So, what reflection or what homework does this card bring you, right? So, examine when you get something like what I call an intuitive hit, right? It is just like that sense of knowing, right? That comes out of nowhere, right? Pause for a second, right? And feel in your body what emotions brings is bringing up, right? So you sense that what emotions are those anxieties, that fear, is that anger, right? And he say identify what emotions those intuitive hits are bringing up, right? And see, right, if there are some of those emotions that are muddying or making your intuition cloudy. Because let's say, I'm putting an example, and it's not that this is happening to you, but just to give you an example, right? So all of a sudden you have you sense something, you have an intuitive hit about a friend of yours or somebody you know, right? And it is somebody who you have had an argument with recently, or even if it's not a friend of yours, somebody you know that you do not particularly get along with or like, right? So when you get that intuitive hit, right, all these other emotions that are the emotions of what you feel for that person come out, right? So what this card is saying is in a moment like this, you need to identify those emotions and walk away from these emotions and just focus on the intuitive hit you've had, on what, I'm sorry, I just moved the camera, on the message that your intuition is trying to bring forth. What is it trying to tell you, right? So perhaps you get an intuitive hit that your friend needs you, but then you remember, oh, we've just argued. I do not get along with them, or it is somebody I don't like. But you get a message. So this is not telling you act on the message. That's up to you. Remember, you have the gift of choice and free will. You create your future, you manifest by your choices. So it's not that, but it is saying, okay, it's not about that we got into an argument, that I am upset at them, that the anger still comes out. It is, what am I sensing about my friend or this person I know? Do they need me? They are going through a bad time. They are having whatever it is. Trust that intuition by putting aside the feelings or emotions that are trying to block it, right? So it's not saying that your intuition is bad. Remember, we are all intuitive. The more we work that muscle, the more we practice, the more that intuition gets stronger and louder, right? And this card is just comes with that advice for you that it is right now emotions may be clouding your intuition in some areas. So when you get an intuitive hit, pause, right? Identify the emotion, right? And this put the emotion aside. It's not to discard it completely, but focus on the message, what your intuition is trying to tell you, right? Now, it's not to say, okay, I don't care about the feelings. No, the feelings are valid, but sometimes they can cloudy, right? The what the intuition is trying to bring forth. Now, let's get a message from the oracle. Please give us a message for our third eye chakra and our intuition at this time. All right. And what message do we get from this animal oracle? And we get loyal, the dog, right? The dog offers the gift of unconditional love and faithfulness. Nurture your bonds and remember the simple joy of companionship. Yes, and the message of your third eye chakra, or your intuition right now, from your spirit guides, is to reward loyalty. So there may be a person or some people in your life who are very loyal, and this is saying, remember them and nurture that bond, right? Sometimes when we've been in friendships or in relationships for a long time, without realizing it, we may take them for granted. And yes, and this can be an animal companion you have, right? Your companion, your familiar, um, right? I really do not like to call them pets because they are companions, right? So if you have a companion, a familiar that is very loyal to you, nurture those bonds as well and be grateful for them. All right, I hope you liked this mini reading for your third eye chakra, advice and guidance towards your third eye chakra energy and what message comes from the oracle regarding that. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share the message for anybody who could benefit right now. And remember, visit my website and storefront at Gumroad to learn more about my services and how a tarot session with me or a pre-recorded reading can help you at this time. All right, let's okay, let's go for that third fairy, the yellow one, for those of you who have picked this deck. Okay, let's move them around, wake them up, and set the intention. We are looking for guidance for our third eye chakra, for the energy around, for the message that it wants to give us, to have a healthy flow of energy in love and light for our greatest good. And so it is. All right. Ooh, two messages. Look at this. They jumped out and you got two cards. So we got the Strength card and the Eight of Coins. Interesting, interesting. So a major arcana, a minor arcana, and the earth element and the number 8, the energy of the 8. All right, and as you can see, it is the 8 of coins, the minor arcana, number 8, and then we have the number 8 of the major arcana in Rider-Waite-Smith, that it is the Strength card. So, very important right now. The number 8 is very important right now for you. So, the cards are already giving you a hint here. We're looking at the third eye chakra, we're looking at our intuition. So, look for number 8s, right? Whenever you see an 8, whenever you hear the word 8, pay attention because your intuition may be coming with messages for you. So the number 8, something to pay attention to right now. All right. And then what does the Strength card? The Strength card is usually it's major arcana. Remember, I always give a couple of knocks when it's major arcana to remind you impactful message, important message. All right. So the Strength card is not only reminding you of your inner strength, but it's also, you see, it's usually a figure. I don't want to say dominating, but handling, a lion, like caring for it, managing it. Way of controlling it in a way, right? So, what does that mean towards our third eye chakra and our intuition? So, it means that you are able to control or manage your intuition very effectively. And I'm going to tell you why. So, for people who identify as empath, I consider myself, I identify as an empath, and as you may know already, empath sometimes absorbs energy. It's very easy for us. We usually also fall under the umbrella of highly sensitive people, right? So, what are our superpowers? That we are very intuitive, that we are very sensitive to energy, right? That our psychic abilities are very heightened, are very strong. However, what are the challenges we face? So one of the challenges we face is that because we absorb so much energy, we need to protect ourselves, right? And because if not, we absorb the energies of others. We even maybe getting intuitive hits that are not ours, that do not make sense. Sometimes it's that feeling of fog in the brain, like cloudiness around our thoughts, right? And that's sometimes because of those psychic abilities and that intuition that is very heightened. So, what's the strength cards telling you? Take care of your third eye chakra, manage it well. And that is taking care of it by, just like we talked in the first when we were looking at the first deck, doing exercises and practices that strengthen it, but also managing your energy. This is what our card is telling. Managing what we absorb from environments, making sure that we protect ourselves. Right now, one of the most well-known exercises to protect energy, sometimes to visualize yourself in a bubble of white light. Some other times is imagining yourself surrounded, by mirrors, but the mirrors are facing out, right? So the mirrors are protecting you. Anything that comes goes right back to the person. So doing exercises that protect your third eye chakra, that protect your energy at the same time that you strengthen your third eye chakra right now is the most important thing you can do to strengthen the health of your third eye chakra. So learn a lot about energy, protect. These are the types of exercises I would say right now you need to focus on, is protecting your energy. When you go into places you do not know or meet people, friends or acquaintances or somebody you do not know, and your intuition is beginning to tell you something's off here, remember to protect your energy. Surround yourself with white light, enter a bubble, or visualize all these mirrors surrounding you but facing outward, so the energy of the other people does not get you. It's very important because somebody seasoned as myself, I forget to do it sometimes. And the other day, it's been a couple of times lately that I get hit strong. And then I get home and I'm like, oh, I forgot to protect myself, right? To protect my energy. So this is what's telling you. Also, another thing that I'm getting is important if you like crystals, and if you have crystals, if you either wear them as a necklace or as a bracelet or even as a ring, set the intention before you leave the home of letting the crystal know that you want it to protect yourself. And even if it's a crystal that you wear in your pocket or in your purse, right? So that's what the strength card is telling us. Now, the Eight of Coins, right, is also telling us about an abundance of energy that we're getting right now, right? This is saying that it's so important to protect your energy because right now you have an influx of intuitive hits that are coming that are very important for you to pay attention, because they are hits and messages that you're getting towards things that you want to manifest and that you want to bring into your life, things that you really want. That's why it's so important right now to protect your energy and do these exercises I tell you, because you're going to be getting an influx of messages for things that you want, for things that you want in your life. And it's important that you get to receive that and pay attention to that. And remember, important, pay attention to the number 8. Now, give us please a message for our third eye chakra. And here you also got 2 cards from the oracle. You get 2 and 2. All right, and one is the frog cleansing. The frog is connected to the water of emotions. It is time for an emotional cleanse, a release of the old and a renewal of the spirit. This goes perfect with what we were just talking about. So, and this is something I forgot, so I'm glad the oracle is reminding you, because we said how to protect the energy if you are going out, right? And the frog is also reminding you to cleanse your energy, right? It's when you get back home, or or before you go to bed after you come home from work, or even if you work remotely, remember to cleanse your energy. Go into the shower, do a physical cleanse with the water element, pass a palo santo or incense around you. Also, walking barefoot if you have a backyard, anything that grounds you and takes that energy out. So very important right now to cleanse your energy. And what's the other message you got from the oracle? So you got dark, serene, glide with grace. Your calm soothes the water. True power flows from stillness. Yes, another very important message. So when we were talking about protecting your energy, so you will know your energy is protected, right? It's your energy is flowing well. All your energy, those seven chakras, those seven energy wheels and centers are flowing. Your aura is protected because you will feel calm, even if you are around people that that are not calm, even if you're in situations that are noisy and are seem chaotic, you will feel calm. And only then, not only that your energy is flowing well, but that you are well protected within your bubble of energy. So it's very important also to practice grounding and do these grounding exercises or techniques to cleanse your energy and protect your energy if you're going to go out, meet others, or go into situations that you do not know. All right. Wonderful reading. I hope you liked it. Subscribe and share the message. First, thank you, because that helps me grow. But besides that, there may be somebody who can benefit from them. And please comment below in the comment section. What deck did you pick, and how do you feel right now with the energy around your third eye? I also would love that you comment below if you like me to break down the messages like I did today, that today we're only focused on the third eye, or if you like it when I do the long reading that we look at the seven chakras. So also comment on that so we can either do both alternatively, or just focus on one chakra at a time, or a set of chakras, the lower ones, the upper ones. All right. So it's again, thank you for being here. Reach out if you want more information about my services. Also, in the link in my bio and the comment section below, you find how to go to my website or my Gumroad storefront, where I offer private sessions that can be done either by phone or video, or also if you like chat, there are different times. So you can do a quick check-in of 15 minutes, 30 minutes sweet spot, or an hour extended session. Or you can also purchase a pre-recorded reading. The different months, I offer different specials on my Gumroad, and you get the reading sent directly to you. It can be either audio or video, like we do this, and you can listen or watch as many times as you want. All right. Have a fantastic day, a fantastic and gentle week, and brightest blessings your way.